All right, so I got my first day in on the machine, on the using the air. This is 97% oxygen is what it's been producing. Here's my unit. How do you flip the camera? I can't flip the camera, so I'm gonna do this. Boom! There it is. There's the unit. So the point of the bag, I talked to a couple friends about this today. So the point of the bag is the machine can't put out enough air for a person to breathe exclusively from. It puts out 5 liters a minute, which we can breathe in pretty quickly. I don't know exactly what my air capacity is, but I can definitely breathe in more than 5 liters a minute. So the bag is a reservoir to freely breathe from. That is exclusively a 97% air, oxygen. I mean, here's the outlet, but this mask, it just came with the machine. The guy I got it from just gave me a bunch of masks. These are inadequate. They don't seal around the face properly, so I was just breathing from the hose. I plugged off the inlet on this one, so I'm just using it as a plug to keep the air in the bag. But so I was just breathing. I just held the hose in my mouth, which is kind of ridiculous, but it worked. And what I was going to get to is what I did. So I did over 120 air squats. I stopped counting, and I haven't been doing air squats for a while because I have a hip injury, and which affects my lower back. So I don't really do squats at the gym. I've been running pretty much is what I do, and stretching, a lot of stretching, which has been helping. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, I did a whole mess of air squats, which normally would exhaust me. I didn't get winded whatsoever. I did get really sweaty, and I did have a problem with exhaling enough. So that was interesting to me. But I don't feel like I did the squats. Like, I feel fantastic right now. Got to let the cat in. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so while I was doing squats, I really didn't even notice them. I did feel some muscle, not fatigue, but my muscles were working. So I took like a couple 5-second breaks. I was doing like sets of 20, 25. And as I took those couple second breaks, everything went away. Like, my legs were refreshed that quick. Like, literally, within a few seconds, I felt refreshed. Really interesting to me. And so there was that. The biggest problem was exhaling. So just like a little bit of science I found out a few months ago from I was on the Huberman Lab as a podcast, and this guy's like a scientist out of Stanford, and he had another scientist on there talking about, he's an exercise scientist, and apparently the way you burn calories, once you burn calories, like through fat stores or other means, like however they store in your liver or whatever, they get expelled through your breath, which I didn't know. So maybe I'm just like super foolish on this one, but now that I know that, I'm realizing that since I couldn't breathe out enough, that means that my body was using enough calories that they had to come out, but I couldn't get them out enough. So it was like the reverse of my normal thing. Like, usually I get winded because I can't get enough oxygen in. This time I was getting to the point where I couldn't take a full breath, and I had to just do a bunch of exhales. Like, it was weird. Like, I'd take a little breath in and pour out tons of air. So really interesting. And I didn't warm up for it. I literally rolled out of bed because I started the thing last night, and I fell asleep while it was filling, so I didn't get to use it last night like I was planning. So I just rolled out of bed as soon as I woke up, jumped on this thing, and started doing squats like crazy. And I feel fantastic. I feel amazing. My body feels good. It doesn't feel like I did. I feel free. My legs aren't even sore. So, especially with that many squats, like that, even when I was working out, that's a lot of squats. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I had for this. This is the first time using it. It feels pretty dang good. I want to get it next to a treadmill as the next step, but I just did it in our house for the first time. So that's it. I want to see because I do a lot of running, so I can compare how I feel to the running a little bit better than air squats. But like, no, I have done air squats, so I know how that feels pretty well. But I want to do running next. I need to get a new mask, so that's on the docket as well. And I'll talk about that when I get that. But so far, I feel fantastic, first of all, and yeah, it just is so far so good, and I can't wait to see the rest of the results.